Hi, friends. Thank you for joining us in another exciting episode of Empowerment Talks with Comfort Convo. Here we educate, we inspire, we talk business, and of course, we empower. We hope that you will learn something new today that is going to positively impact your life. And I am honored to introduce to you a powerful woman who brings to us more than 10 years of experience in human resource management. And being a passionate founding member of Unpassive, she believes that you cannot say no to something that comes from the heart. So I happily present to you Pooja all the way from India. Pooja, you are welcome to Empowerment Talks.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure being here again with you.
Oh, the pleasure
And
is always mine. Thank you. Right. So, of course, as you can see, Pooja is accompanied by a seasoned certified IT engineer who is loaded with years of experience in quality management. His burning passion for Unpassive is contagious. And I can only quote him. He will say, if Unpassive cannot help you, then I can only pray for you. That's what he says. So, Collins, once again, you are always very welcome to Empowerment Talks. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Sister Comfort. It's a pleasure being here again. I just want to greet all the viewers who are watching us. So thank you for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you. So, dear viewers, you are all very welcome, and we are inviting you to join in our conversation by way of contributing or asking questions on the comment section, because whatever thing you contribute is going to be beneficial to people who visit this platform. So, thank you once again. So, thank you guys, Collins and Pooja. I'm just so very excited on this, another great day. So, Pooja, if you can, I know that people already know you here, but if you can just quickly remind us again, what do you do and where exactly you live in India? Thank you.
currently, I live in Madhya Pradesh, Jabalpur. And prior to shifting to Jabalpur, I had an 8 years of experience into a corporate world with Go Direct Mailing and Marketing and Dr. Batras, and also with consultancy. So I have a basic 4 year experience of HR and recruitment entire process for 8 years with
Wow.
IT and non-IT both.
Wow. Wow, thank you. That is powerful. So, if you can too, Collins, why not just tell us briefly? We know people already know you here, but you can always remind us. Some people are new, right? So, tell us a bit about yourself too.
Yeah, so yes, I'm Collins Manor, living in the United Kingdom, precisely Milton Keynes. So my work life is just like tremendous from one thing to the other. But again, I'm a quality assurance engineer in IT, almost 9 years experience in IT now. So it's a lot of things I've done. So it's just like involved in development life cycle from inception to delivery. So again, had people whom I also take care of within my teams. And that is me.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. Dear viewers, I'm very excited because today we are going straight to the point. We are discussing real business. We are presenting our products. Our new business now is presenting at least a product during every outing, since we are drawing closer to our launch every minute of our lives. So that said, based on your not political beliefs, because we are not politicians, we are business people. Based on your professional background, guys, if you could help us spend as much time as you can, tell us about O counting. What is O counting? Pooja, you can go first. Just let us know as much, give us as much information about O counting as you would like us to know. Thanks.
Definitely. Accounting is normally a term called accounting, but we know that any business we start with, there is even it is a business of a small scale, mid scale, or a large scale. There is no business without accounting. That is accounting. So when it comes to accounting, there are so many features involved within it. Where some think it's only a piece of paperwork, but no, it's not stuck to piece of paperwork. There are so many features involved. Like there would be inventory, there would be a part of tally happening, as well as the expenses that you do across the products that you purchase, or a business module that you run. So anything that comes to the part of where the cash is involved, then it comes to accounting. So there are different features. Like usually what happens in the corporate world, or any business, is like people uh, at start used to maintain their accountings through paper. There would be a file work that is to happen, but technology has grown in such a way that there are now platforms available for each of the applications. But uh, when I speak of accounting being in on passive, there is a huge difference between the number of features in one platform. So clubbing them to all into one platform has really made this product very unique from the existing products that is in the market.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Pooja, for that brief introduction. And if you can, please, Collins, just add to it so that our people will know exactly what they are into. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Comfort. And I think Project have just really explained it, but I will just put it in a little way. And the knowledge I have when it comes to this, like when I was in secondary school, I always teach about accounting. And they talk about bookkeeping. I just want to go to that brief definition of bookkeeping. They say it is the act of recording business transaction in a systematic manner. So at any time, the book will show the exact state of the owner's affair. So what are we saying here is, if we look back days, people used to do every transaction on piece of paper. They just put like the balance sheet and stuff like that. And so most of the record go missing. And sometimes they'll hold people of embezzlement. Maybe they didn't actually embezzle the money, but because of silly mistakes, the things will go missing, the misplace of record and stuff like that. But we come of those age, and people started using spreadsheet to do their business transaction and management, maybe input of transaction and income and stuff like that. But now we're talking about automated system in on-passive or accounting or counting, which is an automated platform where it is made easy for you with all the features. So it takes that hassle off you. So you just slip whatever you input, it gives you the exact real-time exchange of what you have done, and it keeps the record in a safe manner because everything is safe and it is automated, hands-free. So this is just the little knowledge I want to throw out here for those who are thinking about counting. It's a way that you can manage your financial transaction with free of hassle and anything. So it is easy for you to use.
This is just good because the last thing Colin just said, Pooja, I'm that kind of a person that I can get confused, and then I'm unable to give account, and you would think that I've embezzled money when I don't. It's just because I don't know how to deal with figures. So that makes me want to think like maybe I can be someday I will be able to manage money, right? So this is really, it's interesting to know, right? So I'm getting the fact that it has to do with because I saw something like I tried to do a bit of research too. I checked on the website. One of the features is like maybe staff login and so on and so forth. So is this too another way of confirming? Pooja, you can go first, like confirming what I will also say that on passive is a correction to corruption. Can this help too?
Definitely, it can help because earlier, like there are companies that used to pay employees through cash, and they used to usually the people on the higher authority used to grab some amount from the employee's salary, and for when it goes to the employee, it would be a much lesser part than the original that was signed in the paper. So when there is system in place, and anyone can access, the senior person can access, they will know that what is the exact amount that has gone to a staff. So this will really help, at least if not everything, 99% of the corruption that is happening through O staff,
Right.
comparatively to an employee and employer.
All right. This is important because it happens that Pooja, Collins, and myself, we come from the same country. Collins, you know what happens? Like, we know the idea of people going to the office, leaving, hang their coat here on the chair, and just go and then come back in the evening and sign. Can this stop the problem? Like, because is there any way accounting can help control this? We're just trying to fight corruption in any way. Just add your own information to this. Let's see.
Yeah, so if we look at where we're coming from, where there is no proper accounting software, and sometimes most of this country resist it because of corruption. Not like the system is not good. If we go back, we look at going back to the Bible, they said light shine onto darkness, but darkness refused it, not because they never loved the light, but because they know if the light come into them, all their bad deeds will be revealed. So the software is something that is so good. It is so good, and it will really cut down 99% of corruption. Remember, there are databases behind. You can go and manipulate it. Whatever you input, it's being stored in the server, and they can go and then recheck this record and make sure there's a proper balance sheet of what what has come in and what is going out, like the income and expenditure of stuff. But it is good, but a lot of people, honestly, if you want to have a proper business, proper management, we need this software. This is real time. But in Africa, where we come from, are we sure they'll want it because of the corrupt nature? That's what we don't know. But
Right.
honestly, if they think like they want to go and make the country better, it is beneficial. It's hand-free. It takes away the burden from you.
Right.
The hard work, the paper, the paper thing. Now the world is going paperless. But all those too much paper where things will go missing and they'll accuse Mr. B, that sometimes they accuse people wrongly. But this thing is coming where,
Wow.
we can close that gap of corruption.
Mm-hmm. Wow, this is important, right? I get it, and that is why I say this is an empowerment platform. It's educative, and I believe that I learned more than any other person who watches here, because all of these things you're saying are just really like opening my mind like this, and it feels really good. It feels good to know that some people suffer just because of mistakes, right? So accounting will help you will not make that mistake again because things can be taken care of. Some people suffer because they've been like robbed by people they work with, like what Pooja just said, and it will not happen again. No form of corruption and things like that. And this is something powerful that whoever is not on passive yet, I think Collins needs to go on his knees and start praying, because that's his thing. I really like this. So thank you guys for this great explanation. So apart from that, last week Pooja was here and she made this powerful presentation about O staff. So one thing we know once again is the truth that our products are connected. They are interrelated in one way or the other. So is there any connectivity between accounting and O staff? Collins, you may want to go first.
Yes, so there is really big relation between all staff and all counting, because first, all our products are integrated. It's one-stop shop. But if you look at the relation between one product to the other, there are ones that have greater relationship than the others. But talking about human resource software, which is all staff, you need to hire, recruit, specify their salary, what you pay them, and everything. So when it comes to the salary part of it, that is movement of money. That is when all counting come in place. Because once you recruit, you have to pay for the job. Where do you manage all your payment, all the invoice and inventory? It is all counting. So these two products now come together. It makes it more beautiful than anything, because they are all one stop shop where you manage this and then jump into this. They are all one integrated, but you just like manage here and then jump into this and manage your money. But it's just one, really close to one. You use it without even noticing that you're using all counting and all staff.
Wow. This is brilliant. Pooja, do you have something to add to that, please?
Collins has already explained everything. Mostly, yes, it has a very major role because until and unless there is no accounting part of it, there is no staff that would be existing in the any of the organization. No one would work for free. So
Right.
wherever wherever it is like where the features of accounting is completely different compared to the products that are available in the market.
Mhm.
That makes me more excited because there is all products like are interlinked. So O staff, when even not only with the payroll part, but also when it comes to the bonus and even the employee engagement part, budgeting part. So and the hike, salary hike, there is a hike of an employee every time. So this will really help in when they know like this is the percentage of hike they have received and what is the deduction part. So the staff getting those documents handy will also help staff to know where the deductions are, where did I get, and what are the benefits that I have gained. So that will make a difference.
You two are just somebody said something else. This is so sweet and how simple you make it. I just hope that people watch. So whoever is joining us now or who will watch this video, you are listening to a brilliant presentation showing the connectivity between accounting and all staff. And here in the house today, we have a seasoned IT guru and a well-experienced resource or human resource manager all the way from around the world, because that is on passive. On passive is the world. So make sure you listen, subscribe, and stay really connected, because this is a platform where you have everything you need to know about on passive before we launch. So this takes us to another question, my dear people. So, on passive is an AI IT company built with with a heart for humans, right? And many people, many passionate on passive Go founders think that ignoring the humanitarian agenda that underlies on passive, the on passive movement, it would look like contempt to the CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare's good heart. What do you really think? Do you share this opinion? Pooja, you may like to go first, please.
Yes, I always mention this example. In any organization that you go to, there will be 75% of the people talking wrong about the organization.
Mm-hmm.
But when on passive has not yet launched, and we have grown tremendously, and currently we are 7 lakhs plus founders across the globe. And if you ask within the 7 lakh people, there will be 99% of people again talking positive on passive. Why is that so? So just think on this, because since all 5 fingers are not same, there will be negativities coming from people, some of the people, but don't go to it. See the vision of the organization, understand the vision of the organization, then decide like what you have to do. But taking an opportunity before it you lose it would be the greatest method to save your future, and also to have a quality life. That's all I want to convey everyone. Like if you have heard about on passive from anyone, just be thankful to them, understand the concept, and give a chance to yourself to join this organization.
Exactly. All right. Thank you. Collins, over to you, please.
Yes, Mr. Comfort, with the question you've asked, that is why On Passive was built, because Mr. Ash Mufara always say it. If it was because I want to be a billionaire or trillionaire, I wouldn't have even built On Passive, because I don't need it. You know, if you attend all the webinars from scratch, you look at this man, ask yourself, is it real, genuine, or is it sometimes a second Jesus who've just come to change the world in his own little way and then said, okay, I've done my part, I have it for you guys? Because if you look at it, how long each of us stay in this world? So the only thing is about doing good, and this is the vision. And I always ask myself this question: when your tank is full, what will you do with the rest? Because your tank will be full and full. So will you allow it to waste, Or you take it and said, okay, this is a time for me to bless others. There was a time I was watching a Jewish rabbi and he said about a lot of things. He said, the reason why God said you should get it and get it more abundantly is he never said get it just in a little measure. Abundant means when you have abundance, then you can reach out to others. So, and this is the abundance that Mr. Ash is giving us, that once your tank is full, your belly is full. That's when you think about someone who is hungry. If your belly is not full, you say, oh, I can help that person, but please, I don't even have enough. But he is giving us that enough to reach out. And I 100% share with his vision and his dream, because it is something that is really deep in my own heart before I even join On Passive. How I reach out to people. When I go back to my country, sometimes I look at people struggling. I feel it in my own heart, but there is no way I can reach out to them because I don't even have enough. But yeah, On Passive come, that power, that ability, and listen to Mr. Ash, and I say, you know what? This is exactly what I want to do, but I never had that opportunity, and now you are giving it to me to reach out. You know, it is 100% clear. 500 people, you know, I'm saying we will reach 1 million soon. If 500 can fulfill this dream, honestly, Mr. Ash have already win.
Right.
Because not everybody will think like that, but if 500 genuinely stick to this, you know, the world will be at least some percentage will be blessed.
Right. No matter, you know, one thing with me and this show is that when it comes to here, I always get stuck. I don't want to move forward. We can stay here like the whole day, right? Because, yeah, so I'm just happy what you are saying, right? Like I was talking with Pooja just a while ago. I've been listening to her. I know a few things now about her, you know, and things like that. I would just like us to use this opportunity to share, because the truth about On Passive is we have people from all ages. You have a teenage 16-year-old who broke their piggy bank to get them an account, right? You have elderly people, you have poor, the very poor people, you have all types of people. But the problem here is some people really, they're hearing about this thing of help people, but the confusion is, what can I do actually to help someone, or where do I start from? So if you won't mind, Pooja, you go first. Tell us, what are the type of things that either you think or that you think that you want to do, or you see other people doing to help people, just to give an idea, because I'm kind of an eye opener. Someone will say, this sounds good, you know, and people can really go from this information.
Actually, prior to this, I used to always think like without money, I cannot help people. But this thinking of mine has changed tremendously. Except I used to do my part in terms of helping, going and visiting these distracted kids and animals and things. But when it came to a larger quantity, I used to always I used to think like, how can I help? But I really feel after visiting On Passive webinars and listening to us, especially, I have started building ideas. And what I've learned is like the problems that comes are all in our mind. So what I have started personally in my way is motivating people around. The happiness, when they get the happiness in life, it is something positive that they will have. The positivity in their minds will create a positive environment. So these things I'm trying to do in a better way. And also, like, the best part what I got is this thinking. I got it after visiting certain webinars from sir and listening to sir and people around. And this definitely has helped me not only to save a couple of families, but also this has motivated so many positivity to build positivity within me, within myself. The relations are getting better and the environments are getting better. So I think it is the way of we think that matters a lot when it comes to do something good. So everyone, if they have in mind like they need to do good and make a point, like I will do one good deed at least in a day, that will make me happy. That is where the changes begin.
Exactly. I think beginning by like planting positivity within sounds like the famous saying, charity begins from home, because you can only give what you have, right? So I think that you are on a good footing. So my bro, tell us, what are you planning to do?
Yeah, so there's a lot of things we can do, and there are things that others have said, There are people, even last time I watched Sister Comfort, I think there was one of our brother as well, who talk about, having the Ash Mofara Trans-African Railway. So I listened to this and I said, this was an idea of one of our great African leaders by name Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, who said to do this. But, the dream never, ever materialized because, the life was cut short and stuff like that. And great Africans who have always said, they put the people first before themselves. They always think about, and most of them died, they never had money. But with him now coming with this empowerment, and before someone will sit and think about this, that person already have a heart of giving. Right. Because you must have that heart of giving before thinking about giving to others. And every time when I always say that I pray, I said, God, help me to rise above myself so I can see my own self better. So now we are rising above ourselves so we can see ourselves and see others who really need it. We're talking about, working with other organizations, charity. We have all blessed standing there, ready to do it, like with an open arm, said, tell me what you have and I'm ready to help you. Right. Can we do? There are people, I've heard a lot of beautiful charity, homeless, even I used to do it in the United Kingdom, just as sometimes there was nothing like the deaf and right. Contribution for them. But yearly, year in, year out, there are times you lost your job and you become broke, so you have to stop it. Now I'm thinking of going back again, telling them, what, this is me, I'm coming. Right. And I support this organization. The homeless people we have, they are there a lot. It's something that personally I have done it behind, but I really hate saying it because it said, once you start to say it, right, I not bless you. But these are the things that all bless and ourselves with these days, we can do this. There's a lot and there are charities out there. I know a lot of people who have it. Go in there. Sister Comfort is talking about visiting Ghana right in the north because it says something, said, if I have this excess, I will go help this person to create that foundation. There are people who want to do it in Ivory Coast and different Africa, India, and those who are listening on passive has it all to give you that possibility to reach out, not only for yourself, because at the end of the day, how many houses will you have? Right. Have many. How many rooms will you sleep on? How many cars can you drive in a second? So it's just to live a normal life and then have this money to reach out. And unpassive is here. There are people who are just passive and say, oh, I'll just have. But unpassive has it all, a lot to give you to reach out to those people who are really in need of it. And Zakova, I've just mentioned a lot. I can go on and on.
I know, right? I know, but one thing I want to assure you, because I do pray also, and I believe we know what the Bible says, what God says, right? For you now to sit here, two of you telling people, you are actually you're like opening people's brains. You are giving out idea. God will not say you are being arrogant for telling people that you give. You are just saving. You are doing it by example, right? So I don't think there's anything wrong. You are just giving people idea that if you think that you don't know where to start from, there's a lot out there to do. Let me tell you how much I've learned here, right? In spite of how much I haven't had, Collins. Last time Marina was here, Marina says, Comfort, you know what it means? You just buy a little car and give to a single mom and her children. I was just like, oh my God, I've never thought like this. But just close your eyes and imagine that this lady, because I have some respect for single mothers, right? And I'm just like, I have a husband, but I still struggle with a lot. So I don't know how they live. Then imagine offering them a car of their own. That is something really massive. But if she doesn't say it, you will not know that you can do it. I love them. I never thought that I could do that. But now I think I can do it, right? So no harm in sharing. We are just trying to help ourselves so that we don't go loose, because money is as good as it is bad, right? Last time, Shadare, I'm sorry, she's going to kill me. Lerato said, well, water is so good and it can also be bad. You can use water to quench thirst and you can use it equally. You can drown in water. So it depends on how we use our information. God will be glorified. So I really appreciate that. So that said, I'm so happy. And one thing is that we spend time doing this because we want to reach out to our people. Collins has a serious issue. If on passive cannot make sense to you, then I will only pray for you. Pooja knows, because anybody who understands what unpassive is, you will know that it's coming from the heart. Last time, Pooja, you don't know that I took note, but you said last time on your last outing here that you cannot say no to something that comes from the heart, right? So we are just here. If you can use this time now, please, before we finally round up, because as much as we are saying this, some people are just saying like, those ones, they are really, they're not, they're just being illusionary. So, what word of encouragement do you have? Because if we listened to Ash the last time, or in every of his outings, he still says, bring in your family and friends, which means there is still room, but people are still not believing. So, any word of advice, please, Pooja?
I would definitely say once again, go see the vision. Don't get stuck by people, because it is your decision. It is not people's decision that will lead your life. And definitely, when there is something good that is happening around, there is bad at the same time that is happening. But it is actually upon us whether we want to take those bad comments and move forward, or the good comments and turn it into a positivity. So before judging something, just feel it and then take a decision. And I'm sure if anyone tries to feel what on passive is and what is vision of ISL, they will never say no to on passive. That is my assurance on that level, that it no one can say no once they understand the vision.
Right. Thank you so much, Pooja. Yes, Collins.
Yeah, so what I advise those out there watching us is, no one should make you feel, or play with your mind or judge for you or reason for you, because God has already given us the brain to see and perceive things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they always said, there is a saying, they said, when they provide you with a good opportunity, just jump in, learn from it. You cannot learn from outside. You can only learn and understand on passive once you are in. And remember, if you don't like it, you can still request your money and go out. So there is no risk in it. And secondly, when you go into Facebook, you said, let me check, let me go and investigate. Where are you going? You are going to maybe Google. Remember, those who are writing in negativity, they are there to make their own money. They don't make any good to you. You click it, they make money. You go and you read their review, they are making money, because Google is about positive or negative. So
Right.
you read the negative, you are giving them money. It is not helping. And remember, the door will shut. While you remember and you read and make your review, by the time you said, okay, this is the time for me to come in. I'll tell you, my friend, sorry, no more founders again. It is done and dusted. So don't waste time out there. Come in. Join it before it is too late. That's the only thing I would say. And if you cannot make it, the only thing I do, as I always said, I will only pray for you and wish you good luck.
All right, thank you. This is a lot of wisdom from you two. I don't know how I found you and came together. It happened like this. I think it's all about like-mindedness. I think everybody who joins on passive has something in common, right? Because I don't know how it's flowing so seamless, right? So I'm so happy, and I really appreciate your time, your efforts, all the passion that you have in helping people understand what on passive is all about. So thank you so much, and see you again really soon, because I know you'll be back before I know it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So dear viewers, before we go, we want to thank you to whoever is watching, whoever has watched. Continue to share with your loved ones. And whoever shares this video with you, it means they know how to help you, how to register and become a founding member. So go back to them, let them help you. If you need help, write on the comment section. I will always be there to help. And that is why we're here anyway. So once again, thank you, and thanks. See you again soon.
Thank you.
Bye.